let's talk about the role of lost wages in assessing an appropriate value for a personal injury case. A lost wage claim can fall into one of two categories: past lost wages on the one hand and future lost wages on the other. The calculation of past lost wages is largely a mathematical exercise. We can determine the appropriate rate of pay for an individual, whether that's hourly or salary. We can determine the amount of time that individual has lost from work due to injury sustained in an accident, and arrive at an appropriate figure for lost wages to date. The analysis regarding future lost wages is somewhat more complex. Lost wages to be incurred in the future can also fall into one of two categories. One would be a fixed future lost wage claim. In this scenario, a doctor might give an opinion that an individual will need surgery in the future, that individual will miss, for example, 3 months of work during the recuperative process, and we can determine what the value of that 3 months of lost work would be. The more complex type of case when dealing with future lost wages is one typically called the loss of earning capacity. Here, the services and expert testimony not only of a physician will be required, but typically of a vocational rehabilitation expert. In these scenarios, an individual recovers from their injuries and is able to return to work, but can only do so in a position where they earn less than they did before the accident. The question here is, what could that person have earned but for their injuries? And that difference, the loss of earning capacity, is what will be factored into a lost wage claim to accurately and fairly assess the value of that component of their personal injury case.